Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna give you an introduction to modules in TypeScript. So modules are actually an easy and a better approach to organize your file. So you can create TypeScript files and you can organize these in different modules. And the first thing is that modules are executed in their own scope. That means that you can create similar classes in different modules. Classes with same name or class functions with same name you can create without getting any error. So you can say that modules are like similar to like some sub projects. So you can import one sub project in another sub project and you can export it, export files, or export you can export any class, or you can export any functions like that. So in TypeScript, any files that holds import and export statements are considered module. Let me show you what actually it is. So in this project I have only one file, hello.ts. I'm going to create one more file. Let's say its name is human.ts, and I'm going to create one more file, student.ts. So inside this human.ts I'm going to create one class human, and it has only one property, age, and in the constructor of this class I'm taking one number variable, that is the age, and I am assigning this to the age. Okay, and similarly in the student file I'm going to create one more class student, and this will extend human. So it is extending human, and in the constructor of this student class I'm going to get the number, that is the age, and I'm going to call super method that will call the constructor of this human class. Also I have one more method in this student class, that is to print the age. So here I'm going to print the age is this dot age. So it will simply print the age. So till now these are not modules, these are simply TypeScript files, and we are just extending this student class from this human class. And in the third file I'm going to create one object of this student class. So in the constructor we have to pass the age. Now I'm calling this print age method. Then if I run it, then you can see that it's actually throwing me one error, student is not defined. And if I copy this to here, this is student, and also human to here, then it's throwing me one error, that duplicate identifier, it is already declared. So first thing I'm gonna comment this both out. Then you can see that it's showing me human use before declaration, so I have to put it before a student. Okay, now all errors are gone, and it will print that age is 10. Okay, so if I want to put it in a different class or different file, then I have to declare them as module. I've told you that we can export something from a module and we have to import it in a different file. So in the human class, if we want to create it as module, we have to export this. We can export anything, and if I use export default human, then it will use the default export scope. So we can only export only one using this export default. So we have exported human, and in the student it's still showing one error, can't find name human, because we have defined it as a module. So we have to import this module here. So if I go quick fix, then you can see that it's showing me that to import human from this human file. Then the error is gone. Then here it is again showing. So since we have used import, then student is also a module, we have to export it in this hello.ts file, but we are not exporting this student till now, so we have to use this export default student, then we can import it here. Okay, now if I call it, then you can see that it's printing the age. So inside this human file, let me create one more function, say hello, and this function will simply print one message that hello from human. Okay, similarly, let me copy it and let me paste it here in the student file. So hello from student. So if you want to access these these functions from any other file, we have to export it. But if you want to export more than one, you have to remove this default. You have to use curly braces. Then you need to put it with comma. Then it will export. But the way we are importing it will also be different. Similarly, let me export the say hello from this event as well. Then human, and also I'm exporting say hello. Then in the student, it's showing one error because we also have to use curly braces here. Then it will import that human from this human file. And in this hello.ts, similarly we have to use curly braces. Then it's importing the student from this student file. Then if I call this printers, then it's printing the age. Similarly, I can also import the say hello from this student, and I can call this say hello. Then you can see that age is 10, hello from student. We have the same method name in both human and student file. It's not throwing any error because we have defined this as two separate modules. Then if you want to import the say hello from the human file, so if you want to import, then let me use say hello and from /human. It will show me one error because duplicate identifier. We have already defined it here say hello, so we can't define it with the same name. So for that we can use as, and we can change the name here. So we are importing say hello as say hello human. And if I call it now in this below this say hello, then you can see that it's calling the function that's defined in this human class. So this is the basics of module. If you have any question, please drop one comment below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and please like the video. Thanks.